Hi, I'm Susie. I want to show you how to do a gel polish application like a pro. Let's get started. When I first began in nails, it was just polish. Now we have the invention of gel polish. It's fantastic. It's revolutionized the industry. So today I'm going to show you a few tips on how to get it right. It's a little tricky. It seems kind of easy because you just polish it and you go. But there's a few tricks to putting it on. So when you're doing natural nails, you want to prepare the nail by using a file and buffing it up. Very quickly, just buffing up the natural nail, making sure you get every little bit of it, taking away the dust. And then you want to use a prep and you just paint it on like this. I'll show you. These have acrylic on here, so I'm going to be polishing acrylic nails for you. But I just want to give you a quick rundown on natural. You would put the prep on it, and then you would put the primer on. This is for natural nail preparation, okay? Now for acrylic or gel, when you're putting it on top of that, you don't need to do that so much. Gel really sticks to acrylic and gel quite nicely. Okay, so here's my gel I'm going to use. You don't have to shake this stuff. This stuff is highly pigmented. It's really good stuff. I naturally want to shake it, as you know, I like to shake things, but this stuff is highly pigmented, so you don't have to shake it. When I'm taking it out of the bottle, this is really important. When you're taking it out of the bottle, you want to scrape it off of the post. You don't want it running into you. You want to put this stuff on pretty thin. And you want to take it off half the other side of the post and off the other side of the brush. Completely off that side and a little bit off of that side, okay? And it's much like if you've seen my polish application videos, you don't want to take your little brush and put it right down at the cuticle and start. You want to kind of move up a little bit. Now this stuff kind of sticks to where it goes. With polish, you kind of want to go one smooth swoop. This is a little bit more forgiving, this stuff. You can go like this. You can also take your time. Unless you're sitting under a natural source where natural light is coming in the window, where the UVs can cure it, you don't have to worry about that. You can just take your time. So do take your time. You want to get every little bit, but put it on quite thin. Gel polish doesn't like to go on thick. And for professional touch, don't forget to tip that end. This method I'm using is called capping the free edge. Now, if you do get some on the side, just like nail polish, do take it off. Do the application process quite thin. You can go sideways if you really want to get down in there. You can go like this all over. You can go like this. You can't really do that with polish. Forget to tip the end. Sometimes I will tip all the ends first and then go in and do it, because sometimes you can leave a bit of a ridge, and then if you go this end, like you can see a little bit of a ridge there, whereas you can take that away. Sometimes too, I'll show you more with the cream one that I'm going to show you. It can be a little more finicky. But take your time in doing this. You can see I got a little bit on the cuticle there. So I'm going to take this cuticle stick. The reason why you want to take that away and take it off the skin, it will actually cure to the skin. It won't stay very long. The oils in your skin will sort of deflect it off. And you want to do this quite thin so it cures quite well. So then I'm going to cure this in here. And this is an LED lamp. This goes with the Max Estrada product. Each manufacturer will have different instructions. This requires, and it says right on the bottle, 2 minutes under a UV lamp, and his instructions say 60 seconds in an LED. Every company can be different, so you want to read your manufacturer's directions. They have the best information, what they want you to do. Okay, so I do want to show you this. Ugly Duckling just came out with this beautiful color. I want to show you something that's interesting. I often do the thumb separately. because sometimes, especially if you're getting a color like this is a beautiful color. But I want to show you something. Now, I'll show you how to put this one on particularly. When you put this guy on, you can see it's a bit thicker consistency. When you put it on, you gotta really coax it in there. It's a bit different because it's so much thicker in consistency, because it's really highly pigmented, so it's trying to make a very good coverage. You could almost do it in one coat. A few years ago, I was finding even some of the brands out there now, they will have a shrink aspect to them. You put them on and it pulls away literally from the cuticle. Very frustrating. These high-end products here, particularly these two brands, do not do that. Some I've worked in the past do, but I find this company and Max's doesn't do that. And it is really a pleasure to work with because it actually remains where you put it. I'm going to put this on the end. Now, when I cure this, I actually try to do it that I keep my thumb up. I keep it up like this in the light. If I keep it on the side, the polish, especially a little bit thicker like this, because it's high pigment, will pool on the side. And that's very upsetting because when you pull it out and it doesn't cure, it's pooled and it's all mushy when you remove the sticky layer. Okay, so what I want to show you is I'm actually going to put it on too thick to show you what it looks like when it wrinkles. If you put your gel polishes on too thick, and it's easy to do sometimes with the creams because they have such a thicker consistency and you're trying to get the density of color. If you apply it too thick and try to cure it, it can wrinkle really bad. And I want to show you what that looks like. So I'm actually going to apply it too thick. This is certainly not a reflection on Ugly Duckling at all. I love their product. I'm simply using it for a demo. If it's too thick, it just wrinkles. Ugly Duckling recommends 90 seconds in a UV and 45 seconds in an LED. Okay, so take a look at that. It's starting to pit and it's kind of wavy and it's not curing because it's too thick. Just proving that gel needs to go on relatively thin. Okay, so I'm going to show you what that looks like when you try to remove it. It's a mess. This is why you don't want it to happen because it really is a pain. So I sprayed some alcohol on my pad here and now I'm trying to remove the sticky. And when you see how it comes off like that, that's not obviously cured. I'm just trying to show you mistakes, what it looks like, right? And you can see that this, if you rub it a little bit harder, it'll literally just, you can see that first layer. See that? Look at that. It's just wrinkling right off. That is under-cured.
That's you gotta fix that.
Okay, well, let me see if I can show you this. Okay, so I'm going to get a coarse file. And what you have to do is, like I say, you can soak it in acetone or a gel soak-off remover and do that for about 10 minutes. Or, if you're impatient like me, you can file it off. And like I say, you can file it smooth and try to paint it on again. But if you see those little edges there, if you have any little thing underneath there, little dust or ridges of any sort, that's what can happen. You'll see that through it. And you don't want that. You want to make sure that the nail is not smooth, like super smooth, because you don't want the gel polish to chip. There has to be a little grit there for the polish to adhere to. So we do want to file this off though. What I'm saying is we can't get away with salvaging this as much as I'd like to, so we don't waste any time. You really gotta file it off. And this is when you really need a coarse file. So I filed this all off, and I'm gonna paint a thin layer. And don't forget to do the tip. Okay, and this is when I sort of do it like this angle a little bit so it doesn't pool on the side to get that thickness. Okay, for a little bit of a different look, you can do the matte, either in French style or on an angle or anything you want for that matter. I'll just quickly show you. Just adds a little dimension to it just for a little bit of fun. Okay, and you just nuke it And you don't see the effect until you take the alcohol and remove the sticky layer off it. Then you see the effect of it. Okay, so I'm just going to take my alcohol and just remove that, and you'll just see the mat take effect. So if you're a client, sit really still when you're getting the gel application done. If you move a little bit, it might go into the cuticle, and once you get into the cuticle, it's really hard to get it out of there. And if you're a nail technician, just take your time and hold that finger steady so she can't get away on you. Okay, let's get a little reveal of those. So if you're polishing your nails with gel polish yourself, I hope that gives you a few tips to make it just a little bit more easier to do. Okay, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.